Hello, I'd like to introduce you to the Built Environment Image Guide. As you may be aware, the guide was developed to help us design, build, and maintain facilities that are sustainable, fit with the landscape and local communities, and that make good impressions on visitors. Let's begin with some words from Chief Botsworth.
Hi, I'm Dale Bosworth, and I want to say a few words about the Forest Service's new Built Environment Image Guide. Now, that may sound a little jargony, Built Environment Image Guide, but really it's pretty simple and pretty straightforward. And the purpose is to project a positive image to the American people through our facilities. You know, we in the Forest Service are really in the memory business. People that come to visit the National Forests and Grasslands come for lots of different reasons, but one of the things that they take home are memories. And we want them to take home good memories, positive memories of their experience on the National Forests and Grasslands. We want to make sure that the time that they had on the National Forests and Grasslands was really good. And so part of the way that we're able to do that is by the way we treat people and by the image that they have of the facilities on the National Forests and Grasslands. We want our facilities to project the right kind of image so that people will take home those good memories. We have a huge investment in the facilities on the National Forests and Grasslands, and it's going to be a big job ahead of us in repairing some of the rundown facilities and in building new facilities. And we got to do the job right, and that's really what this guide is all about. People are going to remember our facilities based upon how they project and the image that they give. They're going to be thinking about the campgrounds that they see, about the signs, about the Forest Service offices that they've seen. And so we want them to say the right kinds of things. We want them to say something good about the Forest Service. We want them to say something about our values and about our ethic of conservation and good stewardship. We want them to say something about our close tie to the land and our commitment to serving the American people. And this guide tells us how to do that. It's simple, it's sensible, it's straightforward. Its national guidelines are based upon Forest Service traditions. And it's sensitive to the environment, it's sensitive to regional differences, and it's sensitive to budgetary constraints. And one of the things I really like about it is that it does show those differences, those geographic differences, say from New England to the Plains states to the Western states. You can learn a lot about our history if you take a look at this guide, and I really would like for everyone to read through it. You know, the history of our facilities is really interesting, and you can learn about that by looking through this guide. It also tells you a lot about the careful thinking that's gone into the development of our facilities. And I do expect everyone that's involved with facilities to use the guide. And I'm talking about the people that are designing the facilities, and they're constructing the facilities, and they're maintaining the facilities. It's going to be a key tool for getting the job done right. And if we do the job right, we're going to benefit our natural resources, our own employees are going to benefit, we will improve our image with the American people, and it'll help people take home really good memories that we can all be proud of.
You just heard the Chief's statement about the Built Environment Image Guide, BEIG, and what he hopes to accomplish through its use. He talked about image. Image is a reflection, and in the Forest Service, image is a reflection of the agency's identity and values. Image is important because we only have one chance to make a first impression. 87% of perception is visual. Most of what people think of the Forest Service comes from what they see in our forests and grasslands. What we want to convey is an image of conservation, land stewardship, and sustainable management of natural resources. We want to be sure we do that with our built environment. The BEIG has three major themes. First and foremost, we must present a consistent image of who we are through the use of our shields, signs, and facilities to forest visitors. It is expected that every province can achieve a consistent look and/or identity that is unique to the Forest Service. The second major theme, just as important as the first, is to build sustainable facilities. From this day forward, we should build and improve facilities that make them energy efficient, using fewer natural resources to heat and cool. We should also create a healthy work and visitor environment through improved ventilation, daylighting, and the use of furnishings, coverings, and equipment that contain no harmful gases. Research shows that by using sustainable principles to improve our existing facilities, or by building new ones, we can reduce our operating costs by as much as 70% and improve productivity at the same time. The third theme is an expression of how facilities should fit into the landscape and its cultural setting. Facilities that we build or improve should preserve the ecological integrity of the site and complement the historical and architectural culture of the area. The use of the guide is intended to prepare designers, line officers, and others associated with the construction, repairs, maintenance, and leasing of facilities to improve the image, aesthetics, sustainability, and quality of Forest Service facilities. It provides consistent examples, measures, and standards that allow everyone involved during the life of a project to grasp the importance of providing quality facilities. Use of the guide reinforces the positive image of the Forest Service, and it influences perceptions of how we're viewed by the public. The visitor's experience. A visit to a national forest should help people understand the forces of ecology, the nature of the landscape, and the goals of the Forest Service. The agency's identity, specifically how our image reflects our values. Impressions about the quality of customer service provided by the Forest Service, and impressions about how the Forest Service is fulfilling its mission of stewardship. In the early days of the Forest Service, facilities had a consistent rustic look. Well, since then, there have been many internal and external changes that have influenced the built environment. Let's examine some of them. Organizational and recreational demands have soared, but budgets have not kept pace. Efforts to stretch funds have resulted in short-term fixes, including the use of less expensive but also less durable and less aesthetic building materials. And finally, the use of external design consultants and operators has sometimes been problematic. Many of these consultants simply aren't aware of the Forest Service tradition of design in harmony with our spectacular settings. The result is too many facilities that do not fit their natural settings or that are poorly constructed. They are therefore costly to maintain. In addition, they fail to meet customer and employee needs and generally reflect poorly on the agency. Use of the guide will lead to integration of function, aesthetics, economics, and sustainability, resulting in facilities that truly do fit their environments and reflect Forest Service values. Forest Service buildings, sites, and facilities must be instantly recognized through thoughtful and selective use of the Forest Service family of signs and of the Forest Service shield. They must harmonize with or complement the character of their landscape setting. They must value and reflect the diversity of different regions of the country, retaining elements that identify them with the entire agency. They must employ the principles of sustainability, including sensitivity to natural systems, energy efficiency and durability, and cost efficiency over time. And finally, they must integrate architectural character in reconstruction, renovation, and expansion. Our facility should reflect the values and quality of the agency. By creating and maintaining facilities that fit their natural, cultural, and economic context, we speak strongly to our visitors and cooperators of the National Forests about the values and overall quality of the agency. Furthermore, our facilities are a representation of the traditions and mission of the agency. The Built Environment Image Guide is key to preserving our natural environment and promoting the Forest Service's close tie to the land and service to all generations.